Hi, John here. So let's go through setting up your business page ready to start working with messenger automation, Manychat specifically. And we'll go through setting the page up and then installing this 3-day challenge free template. Now, if you click on the link that comes with the PDF to get Manychat, you should, if you want to upgrade this to a pro account, you're using my code there, you should get a free month with that. So you'll pay for it and then they'll refund you your first month. So you can try it if you want to. It's not necessary for this particular template though. So what we'll do is we'll go through, we'll get you set up. This is a 3-day challenge. We'll play around with it, just get a feel for it. And I'll show you how simple it is to get started using automation and Manychat specifically. Ready? Right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the Facebook page itself. So I'm going to start sharing my screen now, and we'll go over to my Facebook page, which I've created especially for this. So definitely go and give it a follow. I'm going to put a load more content on here. So you can see here, this is a brand new page, and this is what it'll look like once you've got your picture and your header put in place. There's no other content on here. So we're going to first of all add a button to it. And I want people to contact me in Messenger, send message, select Messenger, just see that step there. And that's it. So now I've got the button there, and that's going to go straight to my page inbox. Now let's just move me out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is set up Messenger, because what we don't want is Manychat and the Facebook page itself conflicting messages. So sometimes you'll find different messages being fired and you think, well, I've not put those in Manychat, but this is why. So we're going to do this now. So go into settings, so top right of your page there. And the first thing that we're going to do is look at advanced messaging on the left-hand side there. And let's put the responses are partially automated with some support by people, because that's how I suspect my page is going to work. I've got some which are all automated, but this is what we're going to do. And then I want to request, so scroll down, and I want to request one-time notifications. We're not going to use this now, but it's something that we may need in future. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is going to go to messaging. And just check these settings here. Doesn't really make a lot of difference. Show a greeting. Yes, do put that on. And everything else should look like this. We don't want automated responses set up because we're going to do that through Manychat. The other thing we'll do, just check automated responses. Because they're just a small writing in blue. So these sort of things are where you start getting into trouble. So frequently asked questions, turn it off. Reminders, turn them off. And instant reply, turn it off. So we want all of those turned off. And that's the page set up. The next thing, we're going to head over to the template itself. So I'll show you where on the PDF you're going to be able to find that. Okay, here we are on the PDF that you've got and you're following these instructions with. First thing you can do is get Manychat. So if you just click on here, that's going to take you through to my link. As I say, hopefully you'll get that free month. Hopefully, fingers crossed that code's working for you. Scroll down to here, and we just need to click on this. There's a direct link behind this, which is going to get your template. So let's have a look at what happens when we click it. So this is going to take us straight into Manychat. You need to get Manychat first. You don't need to have a pro account. You can do this on a free account. I'm setting this up on a free account, so just to show you how easy it is. So first thing we're going to do, review, choose the page, and then finalize. So when we click install, it's going to ask me which page I want to do it on. You probably only have one page on there. So I'm going to find this one, which is the page I've just shown you how to set up. And then click install now. How easy is that? Now, before we get started, let's talk about something really important, and that is the 24-hour rule. The Facebook platform itself has rules and regulations in place to stop people spamming subscribers. Your Facebook Messenger inbox, it's a personal inbox, so they don't want the user experience ruined by marketers or coaches sending messages constantly that people actually haven't opted into. So there's the 24-hour rule. Now, when somebody engages with your bot, so clicks a button or messages the page, that gives you 24 hours where you can send any messages you like. You can send marketing material. Don't overdo it. If it's still too much, people can complain about it and block your messages. But generally speaking, you can send anything you like. You can send your marketing material. You can send your invites to lives or anything you want to do. So what we need to do is use the stepping stone technique. We've got people to opt in. They've click a link to opt into your 3-day challenge or get your lead magnet or wherever it happens to be. But we now on this first one need them to get in. And we use, when we send messages outside the 24-hour window, we use tags to tell Facebook this is why we're sending. There are certain use cases where we can send those messages. So if I show you where these tags are, so let's just create a new flow to show you. Now, when we start creating a message, you'll see it says content type up here. And generally, anything that goes within the 24-hour window, anything that sits within that window is other. Technically, it doesn't need a tag, but we put other on it just because Facebook sometimes like you to have some sort of tag on it. So other is everything. It's not particularly a tag of any sort, but put other on it. Confirmed event update, post-purchase update, or account update. We're not particularly using those for the network marketing or coaching purposes. They're not particularly relevant. We're going to focus on one-time notifications. And a one-time notification, you'll remember that we've just set that up on your Facebook page in settings, advanced messaging, scroll down and then sort of request that feature, the one-time notification. And a one-time notification is what Facebook has given us as marketers to re-engage with our prospects outside of that 24-hour window. And it's for them to say, yes, I specifically opt in to be notified one time, clues in the title, one time about something very, very specific. So you would, in this message here, you're going to say to somebody, I want to message you in a month's time that I've got this happening. Is that cool? And then, can I notify you of this? So very, very clear consent that that's what we're going to be sending. So to set that message up, let's just do a test run. It's other, because they've just opted in. We're going to send them something. I'm going live next Friday. Can I notify you? I'm using a little bit more text in this one, but then we're actually going to use this down here. If this is grayed out, so you wouldn't be able to use it, you can't click on it properly, go back to your Facebook page and make sure you've requested this properly. Remember, that's in advanced settings, advanced messaging. And then here, it's notify me of live event, and then we create. This is just for your own benefit, so you know what people are opting in for. They don't see this; it's just for you. So let's create a new topic called live, and that's it. It's done. Anyone that clicks this notify me has given you specific consent to message them at any time. Yeah, doesn't matter whether it's within 24 hours, outside 24 hours, whenever. I've specifically opted in to a live on Friday. You can notify me when you're going live. I've told you that's okay. Now we've done that, let's move on to the template itself. So let's have a look. Make this a bit bigger. Let's have a look where the flow actually lives. So let's have a look around Manychat itself. We've got the dashboard, which is how many subscribers we've got. It's got no subscribers in there. Audience is where you'll see who is in there. Live chat is essentially your Facebook page inbox. You don't need to use this. You can just use your inbox as you would normally. Growth tools, we'll come back. We'll come back and I'll show you that in a second. Broadcasting, automation, and flows. So we're gonna head over to flows, and you'll find everything that you've just downloaded is here in a folder at the top. So we click on that till we get the actual content itself. So let's have a look what's in it. The very first thing is 3-day challenge opt-in. So, you know, we've talked about the campaign structure where the first thing we do is get that opt-in. Now, already here is this. So you'll be able to find that you've got a link which you can give to people which are going to send them this first message. One-time notifications. Let's go into edit with this. Realistically, we want to use a one-time notification for this, which is something we've not talked about now. A one-time notification is something that you can use anytime to get people to opt into your messages outside of that 24 hours, but they need to opt into something very, very specific. So you can see the text I've got in here, and if you want to edit any of this text, so I can just put my cursor over this box and click on it, and here's the message. Content type, well, within 24 hours, content type is always going to be other. Yeah? So other, account update, confirmed event, post-purchase, we're going to use other. And if I click on that, I can edit any of this text. So we start on 25th of December, whatever you want. Making very, very clear that you want somebody to take the next step. So, you know, I've talked about stepping stones. We want people to opt in, continually opt into the next step. Now down here, let's actually create this. Now, you know, on the page, I set up those one-time notifications. This is now available to me, and you can do this on that free account. So let's get rid of this. And we're going to use a one-time notification block. You see, I've told people here what I want them to do. So we can just put like whatever you want to put and enter a topic here. So let's call this challenge opt-in and then click that. And that's done. And then I can just drag that so that when somebody clicks notify me, they'll get this "you're on the list" message. But feel free to play around with any of this. So what's basically happened is they've opted in for your free challenge wherever this may be, on Facebook or on LinkedIn or on emails or wherever people have clicked this URL, this link here. Yeah, you can copy that. They will get this message, they'll get notify me, and they'll get this message here. All right, so let's hit publish. Let's move my face out of the way. Let's hit publish. And then that's all live. So let's preview that, shall we? Let's see what it looks like. You can always go and do this. You can see there what I've put in. If I click notify me, so this is exactly what we just looked at within Manychat. Typing, you're on the list. Superb. So that's working nicely. Right, so stepping stones. Because our subscriber has now opted in for this one-time notification that we've just set up in that initial message, we've got this, which will be a broadcast message. Now we need to set this up properly. So when I click on this, sorry, let's edit the flow. When I click on this one, instead of having other, because we're going outside of this 24-hour window now, you'll see challenge opt-in, one-time notification. So I can send this to everyone who has this challenge opt-in, which they've just done on that very first message that we've put. Just a quick reminder, the challenge starts tomorrow morning. Make sure you tap this button to let me know you'll be there. Tap the button. They're taking an action, and that's so important. By tapping this button and getting this response, they have opened up the 24-hour window. So tomorrow morning when the challenge starts, when we do day one of whatever it is we're getting them to do, that's you know, we can send them anything we like because we've got this 24 hours where they've opted in, this person has actually given us consent to market to them. So let's have a look at how to send that broadcast. So we'd go broadcast from Flow because we've created it already. 3-day challenge, 3-day challenge broadcast. Select this. There's the message. Settings. Select non-promotional. Targeting. One-time notification is challenge opt-in. And then we can start sending it. Yeah, simple as that. Right, here we are, day one of your challenge. So remember, you sent your broadcast the night before. So let's say you sent this Sunday night, challenge starts Monday morning. We've sent it within this 24-hour window. So we sent this last night. This is maybe 12 hours later or something. Perfectly legitimate because everyone's within the 24-hour window. Welcome to day one of the challenge. Here's what you need to do. Put your content in there. Remember, this is how we edit. Click Edit Flow, top right. Click on whatever you want to edit. Other at the top. That's already done for you with this. You don't need to worry about it. Put your content, whatever you want to do in there. Remember, these steps only get results if you actually do them. So notice what I'm doing. I'm taking action. By all means, you can change any of the content there. You know, you can change the button title or whatever. But we need them to click on this. What does clicking on that do? Opens the 24-hour window. So tomorrow we can do the same thing. We can send this. Amazing. Don't forget to let me know in the group how you're getting on. You could even put a link to your Facebook group in there. If there's lots of people doing it, create engagement within a group as well. Omnipresent marketing, people who aren't in the challenge, they're going to know what you're up to. So let's have a look. Day two, very, very similar. And then day 3 of your challenge. So with this one, they receive day 3 message. Final day of the challenge. If you accept today's task, I've got a special gift for you. Tap the button to see the challenge. Here's today's task. You would, with this one, need to do a pro account because you'll put something in called a smart delay. So instead of this typing for 5 seconds, we want to delay it for an hour really. So we'd add a smart delay in there, and smart delays come. If we click on, if I just double click on my screen, you see smart delay, be able to add in there. And I can specify I want to send this in an hour or a day or 100 days, whatever. And then there's your free upsell, which could be, you know, a free coaching call with you, a free discovery call, whatever it happens to be, which is the actual upsell, because at this point they've been following what you're doing, they're starting to see results. So that's basically how this works. And that's all for this tutorial. Hopefully it's not too complicated. I get it that, you know, if you're new to messenger marketing, can be a bit much to it, but make sure you find me on Facebook, send me a friend request, follow the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hopefully we can get you there in the end.